Okay, guys, part 2 of chapter 1. Let's go. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Talk to animals approach the cat. Do not try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be a pet, she'll let you know. Ne me parle pas. Oh no, I can't speak French. Uh, y'all can read this on your own. I'm not gonna bother, struggling at the pronunciation of this. Your French is terrible, disgusting. How dare you defile my language with your clumsy American tongue? Haha, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Wait, are you sure this toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine, don't be so dramatic. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes at you from the other side of the wall. It'd be a lot nicer if Janie didn't have a policy about bathrooms. She cleans mine but refuses to do more than that, so you can blame her for the state of the place. Can I use your bathroom instead? No. Now hurry up and do your business so we can move on with our lives. Lift toilet seat. Scram, fellas, the jig is up. I'm good, actually. I'm not desperate enough for this. Is there another bathroom I could use? There's my bathroom, yeah, we know. And there's my departed mother's, but this one is a guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. Nah, I'm good. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Booksmart. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Dust in flashbacks. Insert dust in flashbacks. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. What a dump. I hate it. It seems a little dusty. Seems a little dusty. Wow, I'm sorry for not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. I guess I'll see to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. What's going on with you? Look, I'm sorry that I've been testy since you got here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly, you and I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. And let Tabitha leave. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin moves through the front door. Now it's just you in the sprawling, decrepit estate. Settle into my room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Put your spare clothes in the dresser, you drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Afraid. Hi, friend. No, I know hurt. Afraid. Aw, what's your name, little guy? I'm QWERTY. Dustin. What are you doing in my drawers? Warm, dark. I'm putting my clothes in a nest, as I always do. You poor thing, you look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth somewhat more at ease than before and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin, and Dustin will remember this. Oh. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. I'm taking a nap. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Nah, I'll just starve. Might as well head to town. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known that you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, probably has seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. And then Gretchen. Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Why, I do declare! Who is this stranger? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm QWERTY. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, QWERTY. Huh, that's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in a holler. Every now and again there's a new crop of cool folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. You must be Tabby's cousin then, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath, one of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How is she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. All alone up in that big house. Boy. Was she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it. She's really not worth your time. She's one of the rudest, angriest people I've ever met. You shouldn't worry about her. I guess we just see the world differently. I don't really think about people as individually being worthy or unworthy of my time and attention. I have enough compassion to go around, you know? Especially in a small town like this. Trust me, there's a kindness at her core, as much as she doesn't want to admit it. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the frou-frou. How does that monster fare? Oh, I forgot to do an accent for Gretchen. It sounds like you and frou-frou have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw a breath, but I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Biscuits? Your treat? Hell yeah. Awesome, let's go. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Silently stare at the patrons. You silently stare at the patrons, unsure of what to say, or perhaps unwilling to break the silence. Hey, this is Tabitha's cousin. He just got into town for the funeral. I'm showing him around. Stella moves to the nearest booth, and you quickly follow. There's no need to be nervous, you know. They won't bite. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs at the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. I will let y'all see this for a moment, because this dog is the most precious thing ever. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Oh my lord, Gretchen. Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything, please and thank you. How about we start with some biscuits and coffee? No problem. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. One of everything, huh? Normally I'd love to, but I've got to head out in not too long. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's a weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check out some of those things. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day today, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? You mentioned a library? I'll probably spend most of my week there. How's their selection? Oh, it's great. I spend a lot of time there myself. In fact, I was working in the library most of the morning. I ran into you just as I was leaving. Oscar does a great job stalking the place. Once he gets to know you, he'll compile these big lists of books he thinks you'd like, and he's always right. You might as well label the sections by town person. For me, it's a bunch of books on cryptids and weird supernatural stuff. He manages to track down some really rare sources. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit intel. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Look at how disappointed she looks. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit on the house. She sends her condolences. I cannot talk. You didn't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's Kit and fluffy, it nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Anyways, that's all the time I have for this one. See you.